Hello, everyone. So the Dead Vision's out. Let's watch it together and let's see what we think. All right. So we have a new map and a new hero, which is wonderful.
Welcome to Season 8 of Marvel Rivals. After Kingpin delivered the tablet, the Gilded Saint kept his word and wiped out the Time Plague in Lower Manhattan. However, the Root of the Lord, Alchemax headquarters, was shielded by a mysterious red Colombian and survived the purge.
My dumbass read that as coronavirus.
And the energy source powering the Crimson Colombian, a pair of eyes that act as portals to a dimension of pure and this concussive force. Meanwhile, a distress call has reached the Monster Kingdom. Devil Dinosaur has learned that his best friend, Moon Girl, is being held captive under the strict control of Alchemax. Can the leader of the X-Men finally be returned to the embrace of his mutant brethren? And can Devil Dinosaur, having just escaped the Collector's Museum, save his dearest friend from the clutches of Alchemax? Get ready for a Dynamite Season 8. Devil Dinosaur is officially sinking his teeth into Marvel Rivals. As a vanguard, Devil Dinosaur brings
I did
raw,
say I'm not going to say
primal power
much
to the
at the
roster,
beginning of it,
always ready.
but I've got to say this. So, trailer Moon Girl is captured, and so is Cyclops, and now Dino's going to do a jailbreak. We've had 3 jailbreak seasons. Like, do something new. Because we're just fine.
To tear the opposition to shreds. In combat, he relies on his massive physique and a force field shield to blow on the front line, using his primal bites to inflict a continuous bleeding effect on targets. When smashing through enemy defenses, he ramps up the aggression. Devil can shred his post prey and temporarily camp his massive jaws around bleeding enemies, taking them out of the fight with a controlling hold. Upon activating his ultimate, Devil Dinosaur transforms into an unstoppable behemoth.
Of
He
course.
charges forward, mercilessly trampling all enemies in
I call the
his
trampling
path,
thing.
completely shattering enemy backlines to lead your team to victory. As the saying goes, every kid goes through a dinosaur phase, and we hope your childhood dreams will come true right here in Marvel Rivals. Our all-new Doom Match map, Alchemax Headquarters, will
Oh,
be
okay, it's a Doom
available
match.
after the May 28th update. So stay tuned and get ready to storm the gates and rescue Cyclops and Moon Girl.
So we're getting a new map, but it's for Doom match. So we're essentially not getting a new map for competitive or quick play. I guess it's all right. Oh, new accessories.
We've prepared a new batch of adorable accessories for Devil Dinosaur, The Thing, Black Widow, Angela, Hela, Namor, and the Punisher. This will be released alongside the Season 8 update.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
In Season 8, verified college students
All
will
right,
get
so
access
this is
to a
still a
new
thing. I'm just gonna move
students
forward from
to
that.
verify their university email.
Okay, something
Finally,
important.
a quick tech update. We've optimized the PC client by separating the high-resolution texture pack into its own standalone DLC. It will still download by default when you install the game, but if you are running a bit low on disk space, you can now choose to uninstall this HD pack separately. Doing so will free up around 35 gigabytes of storage.
Okay,
If you
that's a win.
typically play at 1080p or 1440p resolutions, or if you keep your texture quality set to low, we definitely recommend giving this a try. You will save a massive amount of space with practically zero impact on your actual visual experience. Next up, I will hand it over to Zhiyo to bring you all the interest.
All right.
Hey Rebels, It's Zio. I'm
Yeah,
here
all
to
the
introduce
important
the
stuff.
upcoming changes to our team up abilities and overall balance adjustments.
All right. Yes.
Devil Dinosaur is the anchor here. The Punisher can request to mount up by
Ah,
accepting the
yes.
interaction prompt. Devil
Oh my
Dinosaur
god, I
will
love
let
it.
Strike ride on his back. While riding, the Punisher can only use his normal attacks and his short grenade. All other abilities are temporarily disabled.
Oh
In
my.
exchange, during the ride, the Punisher receives some damage reduction and a percentage of all damage taken, and healing received is shared directly with Devil Dinosaur.
Okay, not bad. It's pretty cool.
In the upcoming Season 8, the arrival of Devil Dinosaur is going to significantly shake up the battlefield. When Vanguards clash on the front line, there will be far more opportunities to initiate attacks and break through enemy formations. To prepare for this evolving combat environment, we've made adjustments across all roles for Season 8.
Okay. So what are the changes to Vanguards? Because Vanguards need support.
For our Vanguards, we are further elevating the frontline combat capabilities of Emma Frost. Her
Oh, first of all.
telepathic pulse will now decay more slowly after reaching full energy.
Okay, that's
The
good.
cooldown for reprojecting Mind's Aegis is reduced, and her diamond form will offer an even higher percentage of damage reduction. These changes are designed to provide Emma with far more flexible combat choices.
But buddy, you just reduced all of this 2 patches ago, and now you're putting it back on. Okay.
Simultaneously, we are giving the Thing a slight maximum health boost,
No!
ensuring that he can consistently apply pressure against enemy vanguards through sheer force with his Storm Haymaker. We've
No!
also been closely monitoring Vanguard Depo's rather dominant performance across rank and pro play. To balance his competitive reign,
Yeah, I
we
knew it.
will be slightly nerfing the damage output of Vanguard Depo's gun form.
I knew it. I did call it as well.
Looking at Season 7.5, we observe that the performance of theorists has been relatively balanced across the board.
Excuse me?
However, as the meta shifts, we are making targeted adjustments to several theorists to ensure they remain competitive. Iron Fist will receive a much smoother combat experience.
Excuse me?
Striking enemies with Dragon Do will now reduce the cooldown of Dragon's defense by an even greater amount. Meanwhile, Mr. Fantastic's
Yes,
soft
okay.
crowd control capabilities against enemies will be slightly turned down,
Excuse me?
but in exchange, he will receive stronger overall damage and defensive capabilities. In the new season, Mr. Fantastic will be able to weave freely between the front, mid, and back lines of his team, providing help and protection to whichever teammates need it most. Beyond these two, heroes like Star-Lord, Warframe, Squirrel, Moon Knight, and Spider-Man will all receive varying degrees of buff.
No! Spidey. Fine, sure. Spider-Man's kicked down in the throat like several times. Fine, sure. Give Spidey a bit of a buff. Star-Lord doesn't need a buff, you just buffed his ult. Wolverine doesn't need a buff, you just buffed his ult. Moon Knight's just a dick. And Squirrel's just a bitch. So, no.
Buffs. Following our recent Ultimate Ability Energy adjustments, both double strategies and triple strategies lineup have carved out their own unique tactical niches. However, relying on the strong baseline support capabilities of strategies, triple strategies come still boast a very high margin for error and incredible utility. To address this, we will be slightly turning down the baseline support capabilities of several strategists.
Okay.
In Season 8, we will slightly nerf Invisible Woman's crowd control abilities.
Get kicked.
For Mantis, we are adjusting the buffs she grants to her allies, slightly lowering her damage boosting capabilities by
Okay.
adding a new baseline movement speed buff.
Okay.
In addition to these changes, the ultimate abilities of heroes like the Rocket Raccoon and White Fox will also be buffed, ensuring they don't fall behind when exchanging ultimates in team
Okay.
fights.
Not bad.
This isn't everything. For the full details of our balance adjustments, please keep an eye out for our upcoming balance patch notes. The hero pick race and win race for Season 7.5 will also be released very soon. Additionally, we are actively monitoring the community's feedback and discussions.
I
Some
don't really
issues do
like it.
take a little time to properly adjust, so
Okay.
please keep an eye on our official channels. As soon as we have the right solutions in place, we will sync up with everyone immediately. Ignite the battle.
Okay. A lot to unpack. Let's just mute that so we don't have to hear their voices again. So, we're getting one new team up. No team ups are leaving, so I guess that's fine. This team up is fun. This is what the Rocket team up should have been, and Jeff team up should have been with Groot. I hope they just sort of pick that up and move it across the board as well, so that team up is a little less useless and still fun for people to use. Riding a dinosaur is one of the team ups I did request. Was not expecting Punisher to get it, but I will not complain. Punisher sitting on a dinosaur is just objectively funny and absolutely necessary. It might not be the strongest team up, but it's going to be funny as hell. So I say 10 out of 10 for the team up. All right, now next, this thing is really good. The fact that the Punisher takes reduced damage, and some of the damage is also shared with the Dino, with Devil Dino, makes it very, very useful. Because that gives Punisher, because you're taking away his ability to move completely, you're dependent on whoever the Dino is. And 9 times out of 10, it's Marvel Rivals. Someone's gonna try. You can't trust everyone, and you can't expect everyone to be really good with positioning and such. So this gives the Punisher player a little bit of extra margin of error. I still think this is gonna be so funny, but other than that, there's not much else that I can be. This I'm a bit annoyed with because they just nerfed Emma quite a bit in these specific areas, and then now just have brought it back up because Emma's not doing as well. That's fine. Thing did not need another bit of health. You just took away some of his health. The reason I say Thing doesn't need a little extra health is because when you have a decent Thing with any decent healer, they're just going to run you over. Now, giving Thing a little bit of extra health makes him that much more of a threat. Now, one that I did not expect, I expected some sort of nerf for this bastard, but this guy got a buff. They're just making him smoother, making his reflect come back up a bit sooner by attacking people, yeah, basically promoting a full dive playstyle, which is fine, which is what the character's designed to do. I just don't like him. I don't like anyone that has a deflect because it's so damn annoying. His is less so because it's a very short duration and requires precision timing. So I'm not as annoyed with this. But that's fine. This Mr. Fantastic might need a bit more changes, but they've just basically what they're doing here. This monstrosity, this goddamn monstrosity. This needs to be kicked in the throat. Like, why are these three here? Like, these three do not need any sort of buff. Because Wolverine is doing pretty well. He does one thing, which is kill tanks, and that's all he needs to do. That's fine. Moon Knight is annoying as hell. You do not need to buff him. He's already a threat. This bitch needs to be punched in the throat repeatedly in Central Park in front of her squirrels so we don't have to play with that shit anymore. But I guess not. They're buffing her. Um, this is fine. He got a bro buff. He's still not played as much, but I guess a slight buff. Spider Man's been off in the Nether Realm ever since. Only like very, very few Spidey players have been able to make him work. That too gets shut down so fast once your team goes anti-dive. Spidey gets just mob walked after that point. So Spidey's fine. Strategist nerfs. let's be very clear here. She's still on demon time, so understandable. Was not expecting Mantis to get a kick in the face, if I'm being very honest. I thought they would leave Mantis alone, but I think the speed boost, in exchange for some of the damage boost, is good. Will make her a bit more viable. But they're just like slight adjustment. Rocket, Raccoon, and her. Yeah, I guess so. Rockets all get slapped by so many things. It's only fair. Her ult also gets slapped by so many things. It's only fair. They do deserve some sort of buff. With that said, I don't think this is going to be enough to dissuade people from going triple support. It might sort of push them into just changing out the three supports that they go. So I think it might still be better rather than having to deal with three main heals. So I'm all right with that. Yeah, other than that, there's not much else to say. So the university stuff's fine. Devil Dinosaur being revealed is cool. And being a tank is pretty awesome. It just being another Prison Break season is just a bit much. That's my only complaint right now because we had the the escape from the Collector's Museum. Then we had the escape from New York, and now we have the escape from Alchemax Nuevo New York, or like Super New York, or Fancy New York, whatever you want to call it. And I think we're better get a lot more skins for our freaking X-Men characters because it would be a waste to have Psylocke as the headline character for this season and they don't release any X Men skins. So I want that. I want sports. I want skins for sports and vanguards because I really want them. Hulk needs a skin, but this is a very good opportunity for them to release some decent skins for the X Men. With that said, it's also swimsuit season in a few weeks, so I don't know what it's gonna look like. So we're fine here. Pretty interesting, solid stuff. I'll at least read the patch notes for the buffs and nerfs, but I don't think the DPS buffs were needed. The support nerfs deserved. Tanks, I feel like Hulk should have been buffed a little bit, and possibly Rogue should have been toned down a little bit because her CC is still very obnoxious. But I digress. With that, all, hope you guys enjoyed it, and as always, happy hunting. And as you said, burn people down when you're playing Human Torch or ignite the battle, whatever you said. Luxa here. Bye.